A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. We know Rudy Gobert is ultra competitive, but he knows it's not about winning his individual matchup.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Paul against Conley. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And the reliability of Bogdanovich. His teammates know bogey is good for that shot, so he gets the feed and sinks it. Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
He played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty of other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Gobert, the pass to Bogdanovich. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Low block shot on the way. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Mitchell's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense. And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. To the paint, Dort passes to Adams. Paul outside. Adams dishes to Paul. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
For an undersized player, Chris Paul's a pretty good finisher around the rim. Certainly knows all the angles.
Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls. Mitchell's got 6 points.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Basket good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Mitchell. Up again. It's good on the putback.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul against Conley. The drive by Paul. Mitchell in the corner. 1:27 left here in the opening quarter. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Adams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. In transition, here come the Jazz. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Bogdanovich against Gallinari. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, I love how adept Bogdanovich is in these sets. Fantastic at just getting space to shoot in that pick and roll.
Here's Mitchell. Offline with his three.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Back to Paul. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Utah also making some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
And stolen by Diallo. Schroeder finds Diallo. Shot left block, and that one's good. Noel. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Pass to Mudiay. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. From deep. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
The basket's... And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
They're looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
We've got Diallo, Mike Muscala out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. The Thunder with the lead.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. So that was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. They get it again. Davis kicks to Clarkson. Goes back up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clarkson, it's interesting for him. He's not really a point guard and not really a shooting guard. So trying to find ways to stay in the game and stay aggressive and do whatever is asked of him to earn minutes.
And he's good on the second. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Utah. It's a 3-point game. Bogdanovich, no luck. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Schroeder with the ball. Now defended by Mudiay. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Schroeder outside. Passes it to Ferguson from beyond the arc. Utah with the rebound. And here is O'Neal. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Mudiay against Noel. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Davis kicks to Clarkson. Second chance shot. Misses off the left iron. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And he makes that one.
Muscle of Moutier, solid at gutting the defense there despite their efforts.
Shooter passes to Noel. In the corner, it's Diallo. Shoots over Clarkson. Almost, but it rolls out. Jazz trail by 3. Now the pass to Moutier. Jazz passing it around. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Noel. Alinari comes in for Muscala. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. And Chris Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. The Jazz also changing it up. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier. And it goes down 2 points. Paul's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder.
Just can't say enough about how much of the game Chris Paul sees, exploiting every single hole in the defense, and an excellent penetrator.
Here's Mitchell. True on the 14-footer. Mitchell's got 8 points.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pass to Ferguson. Pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, you might ask for help down there. You got to push Steven Adams out of the paint, and you can't give him good looks like that.
The 11-footer, yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket for Mitchell. Oklahoma City has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Mitchell is doubled to the inside. It's stolen. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the right side. Paul outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Mitchell. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Mitchell's got 6 points in the quarter.
And so tricky there with the floater. Mitchell aware of when he should try his luck shooting that shot.
Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Over Mitchell. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, certain guys give their teams a lot more than the box score would indicate. Shaq, Steven Adams. And that does it for our half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Conley left side. Feeds to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. There's the triple. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Mitchell.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around him. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Mitchell with it, Adams on him, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Dort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it.
Precision pass from Moutier to get his teammate a good look there.
Down low. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Diallo inside. Defended by Moutier. It's stolen by Gobert. An even 3-on-3 break. Conley dishes to Mitchell. Back to Conley. The pass to Moutier. Mitchell outside. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Now just a 2-point Thunder lead.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Conley into the lane. Bogdanovich wide open. Utah the rebound. No good there. Noel finds Schroeder. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Moutier. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Clarkson. And that one, good. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
You're going to burn yourself when you get up that close to Clarkson. He's explosive.
Noel passes to Diallo. He kicks to Muscala. Back to Diallo. Pass to Ferguson. Now the feed to Noel. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Six on the shot clock. That one goes in. Schroeder's got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
Well, you don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
Noel against Conley. O'Neal passes to Clarkson. Back to O'Neal. Clarkson with the ball. He feeds it to Gobert. Good on the bucket. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Over to the wing. Pass to Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. The dish now to Noel. Bank shot. No good. Jazz trail by 5.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Right side, Bogdanovich. And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Gobert. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs the touch in that area. Showed it off there.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari in the corner. Here's Adams. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Well, that's something Adams is working on right there. Finishing plays strong with a hand in his face.
Here's Ingles. Yep, it counts. Ingles has got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Here's Paul. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Clarkson.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Ferguson, the pass to Adams.
Well, Adams with the...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Mitchell. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And now a 6-point Thunder lead.
SGA on the inside, a nice finish and a strong one.
Conley into the lane, kicks it to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Mitchell looking it over. Gobert finds Mitchell. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Dort passes to Gallinari. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Thunder lead by 8.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge. And if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Moutier, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Passes it to Dort. Inside. Adams dishes to Paul. And Adams kicks to Paul. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me. And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Ingles with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Mitchell passes to O'Neal. Ball's knocked loose. Ingles the bounce pass. Here's Mitchell, and he uses the glass on the layup. Mitchell's got 26 points.
Big-time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Paul. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Gobert with the defensive effort. Moutier kicks to Mitchell. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Good on the shot.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's Gallinari. No good, unable to end this run. The Jazz on offense. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Paul. Good!
Yeah, and do you see Chris Paul sweating right now? I don't.
17 seconds left in the game. Now Mitchell. Money!
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. It'll be the Thunder off the tip, and away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Thunder, Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Gallinari is out there with Nerlens Noel, and it's Dort in at small forward. Jazz shooting extremely well, 62% on the night to this point. Mitchell finds Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
It's stolen by Gobert. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor. Noel coming through. Wow.
Utah trailing here. Outside Bogdanovich to take the lead. The shot, no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And a switcher also for Utah. Mike Conley's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Mitchell missing. The Thunder leading by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to George. Ball against Conley. Paul with the bucket.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Paul. Gallinari on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. With the teardrop. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Ingles passes to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Conley. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And there is just no fear in Mike Conley. He has not met a big shot he was afraid to take.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
For Utah, they've gone a shade under 50% from the floor here in overtime. They've hit 3 of 7. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
You cannot disrespect the shooting ability of Bogdanovich. When it's an important point in the game, they're looking for him.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in, and so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
This is an area where Chris Paul has been solid every year, always right around 90% from the charity stripe.
The 3 from Bogdanovich. Here's Gobert. Count it!
And wow, what a shot. Gobert showing he has what it takes in the clutch.
Conley against Paul. It drops.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Oklahoma City. Conley inside the line. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. Gallinari outside. No good on that one. To win the game. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We have the cameras on the Jazz team bus pulling into the arena. A beautiful.
Well, Kevin. Yep.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Mitchell. Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. Mitchell against Booker, 6 to shoot. Shoots from the high post, and it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
One-on-one fast break. Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Fires for 3. Another miss by Utah.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
That's good from Booker on the assist by Oubre. And we know the story, Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Here's Booker, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. 2 points, that one goes.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Conley scanning the floor. Stolen by Rubio. Fast break, here come the Suns. And the dunk by Booker.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
Now, here's Mitchell. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And there it is for him.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates. And in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Gobert with the block. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Bogdanovich wide open. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Suns leading, and now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Oubre, good. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Booker looking around. Conley against Rubio. Back to Booker. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Yes, that goes in.
Don't underestimate Booker's passing ability. He's getting better and better at making plays for others.
Out to the wing. Conley finds Bogdanovich. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. So for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Devin Booker. And Utah also making a switch. O'Neal's checked in. Now here's Rubio. No points in the game yet for him. Baines passes to Oubre. score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Jazz trail by 8. It's stolen by Carter. Rubio outside. Oubre, no one around him. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And there's another turnover by the Jazz.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And the Jazz with some changes. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Jerome passes to Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Clarkson kicks to Moutier. And here is O'Neal. Back to Clarkson. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Clock at 6. Here's Bridges. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Right back after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Inside, Saric and Baines. Then there's Carter. Then it's Bridges. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Davis dishes to Clarkson. Davis, the pass to Clarkson. O'Neal inside. Defended by Bridges. And Carter has it in the corner. Back to Saric. Fires the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 14. Here's Clarkson. Carter pulls it in.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Baines passes to Carter. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix. And a switcher also for Utah. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Gobert.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's Jerome. Misses in close. Jazz trail by 12. 4-on-3 break. Here's Moutier from 13 feet. It goes down. Suns have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pass to Jerome. Carter for 3. Unable to get that one. So Utah will take it the other way. O'Neal kicks to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Bridges misses.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Now, here's Ingles. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Moutier. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And the thing that stood out for me last year about Moutier, his shot selection was much improved.
It was, GA, a career high from the field. He was solid also from three. Still, he needs to clean up that turnover category, but we have to remember, he is still very young despite how long we've been talking about him.
Ingles passes to Davis. Ingles trying to get open, and it's Davis missing. Suns leading by 8. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Good work there as it goes. Carter's got his first bucket of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Clarkson against Baines. Here's Moutier. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And that's now 6 points for Emmanuel Moutier. Here's Kaminsky. No good on the shot. The Jazz go the other way with it. O'Neal kicks to Davis. Pass to Clarkson. Out left to the wing. From 11 feet away. And he banks in the layup.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
36 seconds left to play in the first half. Carter dishes to Bridges, and the pass to Kaminsky. Bridges with it, guarded by O'Neal. Back to Bridges. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Davis finds Clarkson. With 1 on the clock. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter under.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, out in front of the half is Phoenix. They have a solid 8-point lead. And that does it for our.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You're gonna like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shot clock at 3. A nice shot by Booker. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, a second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
There's the feed to Gobert. Tries from 10. He gets it in there. Gobert's got his second basket of the night.
Nice shot by Rudy Gobert. When he's hitting jumpers off the catch, this offense takes on a whole new look.
Offensive rebound. Ayton kicks it out to Rubio. Booker outside. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
On the wing, Ingles. Over Booker. They get it back. Passes it to Ingles. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Conley with it, now guarded by Booker. Jazz passing it around to the paint. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Rubio, and the layup's good off the glass. Rubio's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Mitchell kicks to Conley, launches a three, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Booker outside. Feeds it to Rubio. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Conley against Rubio. He feeds it to Ayton. Kicks it out to Rubio. And it's Rubio again missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Conley against Rubio. Conley, the pass to Ingles. Back to Conley. Bogdanovich with it. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Mitchell. Off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
Saric is checked in for the Suns. Carter comes in for Ricky Rubio. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. Mitchell looking it over. He dishes it to Gobert. Puts it up from 12. Tries again. Kicks it out to Mitchell. The pass to Clarkson. Back to Mitchell to the inside. Knocks it loose. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Bogdanovich, no luck. Booker outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Booker's got 7 now in this quarter.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Suns ahead, up by. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jazz trail by 15. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Carter out there with Bridges, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Bogdanovich dishes to Mitchell. Inside, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Carter right side. Clarkson against Bridges. That one falls. Jazz shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Kicks to Clarkson. To the middle. Gobert, the pass to O'Neal. Clock is at 3. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. Utah the rebound. Mitchell against Carter. 1 on the clock, and it's Mitchell missing. Suns leading by 17. Oubre for 3. The offensive rebound. Ayton kicks to Oubre. Carter outside. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Jazz.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Phoenix has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Suns. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points, and Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Clarkson finds Gobert. Now Mitchell. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Gets himself open and drills it. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Saric. Johnson comes in for Oubre. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Utah also making some changes. Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovich. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Clarkson. And good that time.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Down low. Here's Baines. Phoenix calls timeout. They're ahead by 17. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Deandre Hayden.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Mudiay dishes to Bradley. Puts the move on. He lays it in.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
No good on the second free throw. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Booker with no one around. Ayton, the pass to Baines. Booker outside. Fires from deep. And it's Oni with the rebound. For the three. No good. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting five. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sport. D.A. Jenkins.
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the 3. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Now, here's Mitchell. Back to Bogdanovich for 3. Valanciunas grabs the board. Morant against Conley. Morant left side. Valanciunas, good. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, you give Donovan the mid-range jumper, he will make you pay.
Morant outside. On the wing, Jackson. Morant against Ingles. Out to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Conley with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Conley against Morant. Passes it to Valanciunas. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Mitchell outside. Inside, Gobert. Can't hit that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant with it. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Conley kicks to Ingles. Back to Conley. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. Then for the Jazz, O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Now here's Jones. To the left side wing. Jackson passes to Jones, and it's sent back by Mitchell.
Well, Donovan Mitchell twice on the pipes. The rejection is nice.
From 10 feet out, here's Gobert. Bogdanovich wide open. Another miss by Utah. For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jackson down low. He's covered by Clarkson. Count that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Mitchell. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. And they pick up 2.
Well, Donovan Mitchell will beat you inside or out. If you want to do a job defensively, you've got to push him out of the paint.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
Here's Jackson following the bucket by the Jazz. Jones, the pass to Jackson. And the shot is good. Jackson's got his second basket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Clarkson finds Mitchell. Over Brooks. Here's Gobert. Pass to Clarkson. High post, Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Over Brooks. And it's good off the back rim and in. Mitchell's got 8.
Boy, Donovan Mitchell as a jump shooter, so pure.
Right wing. Jones against Mitchell. Jones dishes to Jackson. Anderson outside. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He notched 8. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Davis. Joe Ingles is out there with O'Neal. And there's Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Clarkson in at the shooting guard. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it. Here's Morant after Ed Davis's score. That one good for 2. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
A nice finish there. Morant taking advantage of the defense. Someone actively looking to score whenever he can.
Finished off the break.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Mudiay. Davis inside. He's against Clark. Outside Conley. Back to Ingles. Another shot. And that one goes long. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Morant with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Out to Morant. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And it's Davis with the ball for the Utah Jazz. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Conley's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Clark finds Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is. And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting. And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Utah trailing here. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027. Substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A. Now here's Morant. 12 points for him.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Moutier kicks to O'Neal. Back to Moutier. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the half. And it's Davis missing. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Clark left side. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Moutier. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Anderson can't get it to go.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Utah leading. Outside Conley. He kicks it to Ingles. Anderson against Moutier. Over Anderson. Moutier with the basket. Moutier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
Morant passes to Clark. Out to Morant. Back to Clark. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Jazz lead. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 8 points and 1 block. That's all for now. Say good.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant reaches to Valanciunas. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Mitchell outside. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jones is checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Clarkson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. To the paint. Kicks it out to Jones. The pass to Jackson. Makes it off the glass. Jackson's got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there. Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pass to Brooks. He dishes it to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Here's Valanciunas, and foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Valanciunas finds Brooks. Valanciunas passes to Winslow. Now here's Jones. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I play, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Jones looking for an opening. Feeds to Jackson. Kicks it out to Jones. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. And here's Clarkson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Jones. That one misses. Good D by Mitchell.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Back to Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. The feed to Valanciunas. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. And here are the Jazz now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Mitchell kicks to Clarkson. It's stolen by Jones. Brooks with the bounce pass. Jones in the post. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Conley for 3. Off target with that shot. And so it's Utah in control with the 9-point lead to end the. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So on the floor for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. Here's Mitchell, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Morant dishes to Clark. Back to Morant. Clock at 4. No good off the back of the rim.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And it's Mitchell missing. And for the Grizzlies, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Anderson. Morant's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Memphis. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 9 points. And it's Morant missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And it's Morant missing. Jazz leading by 9. Bogdanovich finds Mitchell, and here is Ingles. From the arc. And it's Melton with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
Mitchell's shot is good. 16 points for Donovan Mitchell.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Morant against Conley. Out to Morant. And the layup's good off the glass. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
And yes, it's good. Mitchell's got 10 points here in the second half.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. To the inside. Brooks outside. Memphis moving that ball around. Stolen by Conley. Here's Mitchell. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Mitchell's got the lead up to 10 now for Utah. A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Ingles. And the Jazz pushing it up now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. So the wing on the left. Clark inside. Defended by Gobert.
Now this is the calling card of Rudy Gobert, a superb shot blocker. The wingspan is a thing of beauty.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Stolen by Mitchell. Takes a three. Again, Mitchell missing. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Durant, Gobert with the block.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Jazz.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Donovan Mitchell.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Back to Morant. Stolen by Mitchell. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Clark. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And the Grizzlies with possession here. 15-point game. And the call will be against Emmanuel Mudiay. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Poked away. Stolen by Mitchell. The three. Hands it from downtown. And the Jazz lead by 18.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And it's blocked by Bradley. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team would. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Coming right up, the Thunder taking on the Jazz for Oklahoma City. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Thanks very much.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, DA. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group.
Here we go.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5, down low. Here's Mitchell. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Shoots the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And I'm a fan of that guy when he's shooting it from deep. Bogdanovich looks good every time it leaves his hands.
Floats it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court, then suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Dort. Conley grabs the miss.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Here's Gobert. It doesn't go for him. Adams, some nice D. Here's Dort. The feed to Gallinari. Passes to Dort. At the elbow, Adams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a tie ball game.
And CP3 is so good at choosing when he unleashes his three-point arsenal.
Conley with the 3. Offensive rebound. Ingles passes to Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Ingles. Conley dishes to Mitchell. Puts it up from 12. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
It's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. Pass to Gobert. Kicks it to O'Neal. Here's Mitchell. And he uses the glass on the layup.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
The drive by Schroeder. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Schroeder.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Count it. Mitchell's got 6 points.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Schroeder passes to Ferguson. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Now the pass to Ferguson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Clarkson on the wing. Back to Mitchell. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shoots over Schroeder, and Utah again with the bucket.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Schroeder kicks to Muscala from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz. And here's Clarkson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Again, Mitchell missing. And now a fast break for the Thunder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Ferguson pretty nimble on that play, able to get the shot off and still being fouled.
The Thunder shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Jazz have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Pass to Clarkson. Down low. With 2 seconds left, and the rejection by Noel. Tie game in Utah. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3 had this to say.
The guys on the team already tell me I talk too much a lot.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Dennis Schroeder, Mike Muscala out there at Nerlens Noel, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 slot. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. Baseline J on the way. Misses off the right iron. Oklahoma City trailing. The drive by Schroeder. Passes it to Diallo. And here is Muscala. Over Davis. Muscala misses.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Here's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. Beyond the arc. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Moutier. Jazz passing it around. Shoots over Schroeder, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
It is so crucial that Moutier becomes a very consistent mid-range shooter for this team. Like to watch him focus on improving that shot.
Diallo the pass to Noel. That shot is off. So Utah will take it the other way. O'Neal dishes to Clarkson. Lets the 3 fly. The Thunder pull it in. The pass to Muscala. Poked loose. Stolen by Clarkson. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes. And that one's good. Schroeder. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Noel finds Diallo. Inside. And slam dunk by Noel.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Clarkson passes to Gobert. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gobert's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Clarkson with the ball. Diallo's there. Gobert the pass to Clarkson. He kicks to Davis. Feeds it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Ferguson very capable of highlight reel plays like that.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. Bogdanovich is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Moutier.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Pass to Dort. Paul surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. And Davis sends it back.
Great anticipation. Davis light on his feet and using that 7'2 wingspan sends that one back.
Outside, Bogdanovich passes it to Davis. Count it. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 10 points. Look at the history of the Utah Jazz. No championship. And that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Davis at the center position. It's his first trip to the line.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Now you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And Adams with the slam.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then Obviously, some of it was fit with other teams, but this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Dort passes to Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Conley. Mitchell's got 14 points for the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Paul passes to Adams. Gobert with the defensive effort.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4. Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Here's Mitchell. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Mitchell wide open. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. O'Neal's checked in for Gobert, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mitchell. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. O'Neal passes to Clarkson. Gallinari outside. To the paint. Here's Noel. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari in the corner. 6 to shoot. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Oklahoma City the rebound. Ferguson the pass to Schroeder. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's O'Neal. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Moutier, he's checked in for Utah. Then for the Thunder, Muscala, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Bogdanovich on the foul. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 5 now for Utah.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
In the corner, it's Diallo. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah. Jazz leading by 5. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
On the wing, Ingles. Bogdanovich looking around. Takes the 3. That one doesn't drop. And the Thunder going the other way now.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Here's Muscala. And Noel kicks to Ferguson. Schroeder outside. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by Ingles.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. Up in time. The shot misses. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Jazz out in front, leading by 3. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. Back to Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Oklahoma City moving it around. Paul passes to Adams. Over Gobert. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Launches it. Mitchell's shot is good. And now it's an 8-point Jazz lead.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. Mike Conley's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in. Outside Conley. Pass to Mitchell. The 3. And Michael Conley good for 3. And the Jazz lead by 13.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists in the game. Gobert with the block. In transition, here come the Jazz. Ingles with the ball. And here's Bogdanovich for 3.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Gallinari passes to Gilgeous Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Good work there as it goes.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Gobert. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Gobert. A clear look for Mitchell. Again, the Jazz score.
Great mechanics from Mitchell on that one. You can count on him when he's at that range.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Paul. And it's good. 2 points. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's why Chris Paul is so special, is because he can just navigate around pick and rolls, find open areas, and there's just no defense for that.
Bogdanovich wide open. No good on the triple.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Adams' shot is off. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Jazz.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
The 9-foot shot. Adams' shot is off.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Paul for three. Rebound, Utah. Outside, Bogdanovich. This one for three. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The beautiful, dramatic setting. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the 3. Now here's Ayton. Over Gobert, and it's Ayton missing. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
Just 3 to shoot. And here's Bogdanovich for 3, and it's Ayton with the rebound. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Here's Conley. Mitchell up top, defended by Booker. Booker against Mitchell. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
And he needs to get himself under control here. That's 2 fouls in less than 60 seconds.
Carter, he's checked in for Booker. Mitchell finds Gobert.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
Carter for 3. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. A second chance effort. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Here is Carter. That shot off the mark. Good D by Mitchell. To the middle. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Mitchell.
Rudy Gobert getting it done off contact. Love the increase in his focus on the offensive end.
Now here's Ayton. Carter outside. Pass to Ayton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. And Phoenix making a change here. Sharge is checked in. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Mitchell. Misses the 3. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. Outside Carter. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Ingles. Now here's Conley. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the two LA teams. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Jerome, good.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Moutier over Saric. Off the left rim and out.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
There's the pass to Baines. Trying to find Rubio. He's got it now. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
High percentage look inside. Rubio always looking to maximize the value of the possession.
Here's Moutier. The shot that time not on target. The Suns go the other way with it. Bridges, no one around him. No good on the three. Jazz trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
And so here's Phoenix following the bucket by the Jazz. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Rubio dishes to Bridges. Pass to Baines. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
O'Neal passes to Gobert. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Suns on top. They lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Aaron Baines out there with Kaminsky, and it's Jerome in at the 1. Gobert in the corner. Here's Clarkson. Here's Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Devin Booker. Utah shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. And both free throws good for Davis. The Suns leading. Here's Jerome. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Down low, Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert is a high percentage shooter from the interior, especially when he's dropping the hammer.
Here's Jerome in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Clarkson against Booker. Clarkson passes to Gobert. Here's Moutier. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Phoenix leading by 3. And here is Davis. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Clarkson with the ball. Takes it from 10. And he hits the jump shot.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Bridges. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bridges has got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Rubio finds Gobert. And here is Davis. Back to Gobert. Over Kaminsky. Here's Moutier. Pass to Clarkson. Puts up a 3. Utah gets it back. Passes it to O'Neal. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
For Gobert, when it comes to rebounding, it's not just the height and length, it's also the instincts.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Booker. And Davis sends it back. For the Jazz, Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Gobert. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And there's the pass to Ingles. He dishes it to Mitchell. Inside. Davis kicks to Mitchell. Another miss by Utah. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Rubio. Here's Ayton. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And the Jazz making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Mitchell passes to Davis. Back to Mitchell. And stolen by Booker. And now the Suns, a fast break. Rubio's got the ball. And he makes that one. And the Suns lead by 8.
And you know what? That play doesn't happen a few years ago. Rubio's a lot stronger now.
Conley, the pass to Davis. Out to Conley. Outside, Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. The Jazz with another miss. Suns leading by 8. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's Ingles. And nothing is falling for him right now. Suns have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Here's Oubre at the top of the key. Baines. Conley against Rubio. Lays it up off the glass. Rubio's got 4 this quarter.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Mitchell against Booker. Another miss by Utah.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Sweet find there by Booker.
And so we conclude the first half. Suns ahead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, for the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. To the inside, the baseline J. Conley against Carter. Here's Gobert. Here's Conley. Back to Gobert. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Gobert's got 12.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner, and in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
They grabbed their own miss. Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bogdanovich has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Bogdanovich is most effective when his teammates are setting him up, and all he has to do is knock it down.
The shot's good from Carter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Mitchell passes to Conley. And it's in there. Conley's got his first 2 points.
Well, this is where Conley operates best naturally, in the paint, creating for others or himself.
To the paint, and Baines kicks to Saric. Bogdanovich against Bridges. It's Carter, high post. Here's Saric, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Mitchell outside. And the Jazz with some changes. O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Here's Mitchell. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Donovan Mitchell, he covers every base, even showing the touch from mid-range.
Pass to Jerome. Back to Carter. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Mitchell. Jazz trail by 11. Mitchell outside. Whoa, hammering it in.
I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
Stolen by O'Neal. To the inside, Ingles. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Jazz with some changes. Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in for Mitchell. Ricky Rubio checked in for Phoenix.
I love how Rubio controls the pace, able to shift gears in an instant.
Clarkson up top. To the middle. Hangs. Crafty move. Here's Bradley. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Rubio against Moutier. Snatched up. Another shot, and the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got 4 points in the quarter.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Moutier looking around. Oubre with the steal. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. The feed now to Rubio. It's good. And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. The Suns shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And that one falls for Ricky Rubio.
Though he's not known to be a great shooter, Rubio gives you a lot of things. Versatility, size out of the backcourt, and he's a coach out there on the floor.
And up the court come the Suns on the break. Feeds it to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Pass to Clarkson. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bradley kicks to Niang. Moutier pass to Niang. Another miss by Utah. Booker right side. Here's Oubre. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Oubre's got 6.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Suns. Booker and Johnson fill out the wings. Kaminsky out there with Deandre Hayden. And it's Rubio in at the 1 spot. And that one's good, Ayton. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lores of the game of college basketball.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. And Phoenix also making a switch. Carter's checked in.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute. He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
No good from Booker.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Ingles passes to Clarkson. Phoenix making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Deandre Hayden. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Johnson. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Here's Clarkson. Ingles trying to get open. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Out to Conley. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Count that one.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
That try by Carter, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix. Ricky Rubio comes in for Carter. Rubio the pass to Oubre. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Jazz trail by 13. Bogdanovich wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Bridges misses. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Ingles kicks to Clarkson. Back to Ingles. Bridges with the steal. The drive by Rubio. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Look at the grit and the effort by Ricky Rubio. Staying with it. He's tough as nails.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Out to Conley. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. And the Suns also making a change. Jerome is checked in. The 9-foot shot. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. Oubre passes to Baines. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Deandre Hayden's checked in for Aaron Baines. And both free throws good for Oubre. Jazz trail by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Suns.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Deandre Hayden.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it. Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
I love what we saw from them tonight, and I'm sure they'll try to replicate it next time out.
Mitchell's shot is good.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Hayden. Rebound, Utah. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Goes up on the wing. Again, the Jazz score. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Now Bridges. Down low. Ayton kicks to Oubre. Pass to Booker. Fires the 3. The shot will not fall. So it's the Suns winning easily here. They came in here and took care of business. At home in Utah, the Jazz never fail to go out of their way to look good and their best. Here with, now look at Memphis' starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for Utah, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovic. And it's Conley in at the 1. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Look, you're asking for trouble when you let Conley penetrate inside. You're playing with fire.
Brooks the pass to Morant. Inside, Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditions.
Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Yes. Woo. A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
It's stolen by Gobert, and here's the fast break from deep Ingles. That one's not going to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Out to the right wing. Morant scanning the floor. Tries again. Ready by Bogdanovic.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Mitchell wide open. His 3-pointer's off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And that one's good. Morant.
Yeah, wiry, strong, and courageous. Morant's willing to slam it up in there if you give him a lane.
And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Valanciunas grabs the board. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Morant outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
Drops in the tray. Morant's got 7 points.
As Morant gains consistency from range, he becomes that much more dynamic, and that's bad news for the rest of the league.
Bogdanovic passes to Conley. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 from Bogdanovic. The Jazz with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Mitchell. The Jazz with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
It's stolen by Ingles, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovic. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Davis, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Jones finds Clark. It's stolen by Gobert. There's the pass to Clarkson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 1:14 left in the first quarter. To the paint. Goes back up. That one doesn't go. Davis with some nice D. Jazz trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Jones in the post, defended by Moutier. Clark dishes to Jones. And Anderson has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Utah's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Moutier kicks to O'Neal. Back to Moutier. And Davis now top of the key. Moutier dishes to Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Clark.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Here's Melton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jones. Terrific swat. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies lead by 1. Live from Vivint Smart Home. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Gutteridge in at the 3 slot. Clarkson against Jones. Davis, the pass to O'Neal. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Melton, no good. Utah trailing here. Here's Clarkson. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Clark. O'Neal against Anderson. And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That's his first foul. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you.
What athleticism from Brooks. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. See why right there.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Jazz lead by 1.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Morant outside. Yep, that one goes. Morant's got 9 points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Morant's got 4 this quarter. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Over Mitchell. No good from Valanciunas. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Passes to O'Neal, to the middle. Outside, Bogdanovich. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Gobert. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Misses the 3. Morant against Mitchell. Stolen by Mitchell. One-on-one here. Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Jazz have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Conley in for Jordan Clarkson. Pass to Jackson. Outside, Jones. Back to Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line. And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
To the left wing. Valanciunas passes to Jones. 5 to shoot. Jackson kicks to Valanciunas. Over Davis. And Davis pulls it down. Conley with it. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And a close.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good, such a steady floor general, Mike Conley. Kenny, talk about what he... And that'll do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Mitchell looking it over. And that one, good. Mitchell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Jazz.
Well, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Right side, Conley. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
With strength and physicality, Brooks causes problems on the defensive end.
No good on the quick 3. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's foul number 2 for him. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 13 points for Ja Morant.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Conley. Dishes to Gobert. Mitchell outside. 4 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. But they'll get another chance. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go. Brooks, nobody back. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
This is what Brooks loves to do. Get out and run. He's good at making the right decision.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Morant against Mitchell. And finished off by Morant.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Here's Mitchell. And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last. O'Neal's checked in for Bogdanovich. Then for the Grizzlies, Brandon Clark comes in for Valanciunas. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. Now the feed to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Stolen by Mitchell. Looking to get back on track.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Brooks, the pass to Melton. Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Conley leading the charge. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the pass to Clark. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Clark's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. Whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Passes it to Melton. Back to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Shot clock at 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Tony Bradley's checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Gutterich is checked in.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Cans the 12-footer. Now it's a 4-point Utah lead. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Left side Jackson. Pass to Melton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. And so he hits both. Utah with the ball. Moutier looking around. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Pass to Gutterich. The pass to Winslow. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Now that's the way you want to end a quarter, with the momentum on your side.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish
play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Morant is out there with Jones. Then there's Anderson. And it's Gutterich in at the 3.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Conley kicks to O'Neal. That shot off. And Memphis the other way now. Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 20.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Jazz trail by 5. Conley feeling it out. Marks it on the wing. He kicks it to O'Neal. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting. You do your best, and you live with the results.
Passes it to Jones. Back to Morant. Pass to Gutterich. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Morant outside. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Conley outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gutterich the pass to Morant. That one falls. Morant's got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis.
They are just killing them on the interior. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. Mitchell, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. And again, Ja Morant. Morant's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Mitchell banked in off the glass.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Valanciunas in the high post. Down low. It's stolen by Gobert. The drive by Mitchell. Basket counts. And now it's only a 5-point Grizzly lead.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
Here's Gutterich. Ingles covering. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Josh Jackson's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for Morant. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. Count it, and the foul. That's on Josh Jackson.
I love Bogdanovic's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's stolen by Moutier. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. To tie it up. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And here are the Grizzlies now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Mitchell in the corner. 11 feet away. It's good. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
The drive by Jackson. And Valanciunas kicks to Jones. Back to Valanciunas. And that time, also a missed shot. What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
It falls!
Big-time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
And here is Brooks. Missed! And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are